The Jeffrey Show.
Who could be scared of a Jeffrey? My name's Jeff.
And here we are on the Jeffrey Show. And of course, we got a new guest on my show. We got Kenzie Taylor, right? Was it? No.
My name is Kenzie Roberts.
Kenzie Roberts, right? Sorry. It's like the last thing I forgot to get.
That's okay.
I'm going to start this whole show over. But let's cheers.
No, keep it.
Cheers.
I like it.
Cheers to coming on. I thank you so much for participating.
I haven't got my intro yet, but yeah,
Shane,
I'll cheers you
sorry,
anyways. I didn't want to leave you hanging with the cheers.
Shane, cheers. Thank you so much for coming and bringing Miss Kenzie. This is lovely to have you because we got a lot of things to talk about, especially since you represent the local communities of like mainly San Clemente, but also Oceanside and yes, I did do a little research on that, but I just blanked it on your last name. Sorry, I apologize for that. Never goes smoothly as I anticipate. So
makes it interesting.
So let's get into it. You are the creator of the Motel Mini Market. How did this all begin?
Yeah, so last summer, my friends and I wanted to sell some clothes out of our closets. It was nothing special at all. And we were looking for a space to do it. So I was asking my boyfriend, and he said, you should do it at my friend Jared's motel. So his friend Jared owns a motel in South San Clemente. And it's not a running motel. There's actually a few people that live there, and he was wanting to use it as an event space. So I asked him, and he said, yeah, let's do it. So it was only like 3 of us, and we had all of our clothes like laid out on the cement. Like it was nothing crazy, but we put out a flyer, and maybe like 30 people came, so it was not a big turnout, but the people that did come that first day are the people that are still coming now, so that's really cool to see. But we just kept doing it, and then eventually some really awesome professional small businesses and artists were interested in doing it, and so that's where it started, and it's been continuing. Yeah, and it's been doing awesome.
I was gonna ask, like, do you rush the hotel or the motel guests out of this little motel? But it's not in use.
No, yeah, it's not a running motel at all. Jared, my friend, got it I think in 2016 from his grandma, and yeah, he's made it really beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful flowers. And his vision for it is kind of for it to be an art space, an event space for music and artists. And yeah, he's hoping to have it like up and running as something more than Motel Mini Market this coming year.
What do you have for the future for the?
So not me, but Jared is interested in like hosting. So just like we bring our market to the motel, he wants other people to be able to bring whatever it is they want to show San Clemente over to the motel. So maybe it's like a movie premiere, or maybe it's something like the art crawl's doing, like an art show. So,
yeah, I mean, you're all over the place because you've been at Los Molinos, you're down in Oceanside. What other places are you featuring your Motel Mini Market?
Yeah, so it's the motel, and then we've been doing some really amazing block parties, we call them, with Los Molinos beer. And then also Beer Town in San Clemente, or in Oceanside, right by my house, which is super nice.
You live in Oceanside,
on North Coast Highway. I do.
Well, thank you for coming up all this way from Oceanside. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I'm happy Kenzie mentioned Jared because Jared, he was one of the first art crawl artists actually, and so he works out of Diana's studio oftentimes, and he's his space has been just really conducive, and we started around our events around the same time, so it was like
we did.
I always thought of Kenzie when we were doing the last discussion here on the art crawl. I'm like, Motel Mini Market's been great, and they're helping us with a lot of the vendors for the art crawl, so it's kind of a little bit of a partnership going on there.
Yeah, I feel like our communities are really interconnected in a lot of ways.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of the same faces at both of our events, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a team effort, if you will. Like collabs happening all over, and you want more collabs happening. Do you have what's the process of signing up for one of these? Because I saw I would like for you to explain it, but I saw that you can sign up through your Instagram page here.
Right. So I started that Google Forms a few months ago, and it has saved my life because before then it was just me reaching out to people individually through direct message on Instagram, which was a disaster. So this makes it really organized for me. So yeah, you can see we kind of ask people just a couple questions about their business, and then I'm the one that individually goes and sorts through all of them and picks our vendors.
Have you ever like had to say or no to some people, or is it like, do you normally get to like say, oh, can I have you go on not this month, but like next month or something?
Yeah. So I usually tell people that I'm going to reach out to them via Instagram, but I've gotten some messages of people that were wondering why they didn't get into the market. But honestly, I think we have like over 100 applications per market, which is so amazing. But obviously I have to be picky about my selections.
Do you, what's like something you can say here that was like a weird submission or a submission you declined on?
Yeah.
Do you have some of those?
Let me think. I don't know. I think there was an artist that had like some inappropriate body parts in their art, and I was like, there's a lot of kids at this market. I'm probably not going to choose that. But
we took those
crazy.
Ones for the art crawl instead. We welcome that.
Into that.
We don't need like boobs and ass portraits. At Motel Mini Market, but I love boobs and ass, but just not at the market.
Yeah, there's kids probably there, and it's kind of early in the day for it to begin with.
Yeah.
Our submission criteria is a little bit more lax at the art crawl.
Yeah.
So what's it feel like though to be having to reach out to all these people? Now people are coming to you. What does that feel like?
It feels so amazing. I'm honestly so grateful and inspired by all the artists I meet, and honestly I've become friends with so many of them, which is really cool to see their journey and just give them a spot to showcase their art or their curation.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen anybody sell something that you're like, is that more valuable than it really is? Does that ever happen?
I'm not really a vintage expert, so I would say probably not, but maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely on the camel bowling pin. I keep trying to get this. So she has this vendor that has this Camel Cigarettes bowling pin.
Yeah.
I've asked him like 3 times at every Motel
If it
Mini
ever
Market
goes
whether I can have
missing,
it.
we know who stole it.
Yeah.
Wait, so is it just for decoration, not for sale?
Yeah, it's just for deck. I mean, it might have been a bowling pin at some point at some Camel sponsored event or something, but it's yellow for one. So it's a yellow bowling pin with like a red with a black stripe and a Camel logo on it.
Yeah, he has like a really sick setup. His business is good looking out. He has just like a table and some really sick stuff and a rug, and we'll just like sit down and hang out at it during the market, which is
it's worth thousands. I've tried to
really?
so that's why he won't sell it, because I
Wow.
mean it's such a unique item. You try to search for it, you just can't find it anywhere.
Did you like try to do the Google Lens and see what?
I think afterwards it left
ChatGPT?
such an impression that I'm like, I think I Googled it.
I think
got my
Shane
camel,
asks about it every single time.
yeah, like camel
He sees
bowling
it.
pin, and then it's like, it's he won't part with it because it's just it's probably sentimental and valuable on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, we do get some of our items that we find sentimental value to it. So I agree.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an item that I have that I'm like, I can't get rid of that, but yeah, it's kind of hard. How do you balance all like the artists and everybody that comes on?
Ooh, I honestly wish I had a better answer to this, but I kind of just feel it out. Most of our stuff is clothing and vintage. We're really hungry for artists, so if there are any artists out there that are looking for a space to showcase their work, come our way. But yeah, also like our space is kind of like a circle, and in the middle we do smaller booths. So a lot of the time those are like jewelry and art, and then on the outside it's more like 10 by 10 pop-ups where you have like lots of clothes. So I guess that kind of sorts itself out too. But so we have vintage, which can be like items and clothes. We have art, makers, and we also have food and drinks and things like that. So it kind of depends. So it is a mini market. So at the motel, we have like around 20 vendors is like our max. And at Los Molinos, we have a bigger space. So
That is a bigger space, yes.
Oh, yeah. And same with Beer Town and Oceanside.
And also at Los Molinos, it still kind of has that feel of the aesthetics of Motel Mini Market.
Yeah, I would say so. It's like an intimate setting. The thing I really love about the motel, though, is it feels very DIY, I would say. But yeah, I love it. They're all a little bit different, but I hope it brings like the same vibe when people come.
Yeah, when I go there, everybody's just peaceful. There's like everything is nice. There's nothing like, everybody's smiling and you're getting teas, you're getting
Yeah.
some nice candles to smell, some
Yeah.
jewelry to try on. I enjoy it. It's very fun.
Yay.
You're saying that Jared owns this place and then
lives there.
lives there.
With a few friends, and then they also have like an artist studio, and then Dallin was doing tattoos out of, I think he still is.
So Dallin also, he lives there now and does tattoos.
Yeah, so his tattoo business is called Lizard Skin, and he has a little tattoo studio there. So I think twice he's had his tattoo studio open while
Motel
Mini
Mini
Market.
Market, yeah.
So he owns the whole property. Is there like any permits that are required for this?
Next question.
The legality is,
No, I do collect a certain amount of permits. I see you looking at that question. Yeah.
So what is the importance of that?
We try
question?
to have like at least 20% of our vendors have a seller's permit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the legalities of it. We're trying to have a good amount of people at least have a permit.
So you just need like a quota, basically, is like a 20%.
It's something made up in my head. It's
okay,
not like,
gotcha.
I'm like 20%. But
next question.
Next question. How did Motel Mini Market get involved with like Los Molinos events? Was that originally part of their plan when they're doing events, or did you?
It's funny because they're actually the first person I reached out to host the first one before I even asked Jared with the motel. It was just a coincidence. But down the road, I think we got connected through you guys, through the art crawl.
Yeah, through Dallin most likely. So Dallin and Jared, they worked together on a lot of projects, and with Jared, as I said, he was one of our first artists for the art crawl. So there was definitely there's space. And what's the name of it? It's called like Seaview Motel, right?
It was Seaview, but it doesn't have a name anymore. But so Nick, he does the art crawl with Shane. He was our DJ for like one of our first Motel Mini Markets. And then also Kiara, which is like the manager at Los Molinos Beer, plays music at the mini market. So like a lot of interconnected.
Yeah, friends of friends.
Friends of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw her on one of your posts here.
Yeah, Kiara is absolutely amazing. You probably have seen pictures of her singing. She's been at like the past 5 markets at the motel, so we really love her.
When did you start again?
Last summer.
Last summer, okay. Yeah. And how many then you've done 5 so far? Or?
Oh no, we do once a month.
Once a month, okay.
Well, technically, we'll be doing twice a month now that we're at Beer Town in Oceanside, so it's going to be pretty busy. And then...
So we just hit your 1-year anniversary for yours. So because Art Crawl was literally like a month after this, and so we hit our 1-year anniversary next month. So very similar timing. That's why I say it's always... Both our events have always been so similar in a lot of ways, and Kenzie's offering something where we've always sought with the art crawl. It's just getting people together, and I think both these events really do a great job as a community kind of focus.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in the art crawl and Motel Mini Market, we've done like small collabs. I brought a few vendors over to the art crawl, but I think
some artists over to yours as well.
Yeah, we have interlapping artists. But next month, is it going to be September? Probably October. We're going to do a big collab where we have at least 20 vendors come to the SE art crawl, and we're going to do a lot of fun things. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, it's going to be a little surprise for a bit, but we're basically trying to expand the footprint of the art crawl a little bit, and if that happens, well, it's like what better way to fill the space than to get Kenzie more involved with, at least in terms of the vendors and all that stuff.
Where would the Motel Mini Market take place during the SE art crawl? Same place, or?
Well, she's already, like for instance, for this month, we've already worked with her to kind of get 3 vendors over at Los Molinos. And then
on their patio.
Exactly, on their patios.
That's just a few.
Yeah, just a few, just because there's not a lot of space there. But if we get like a larger alley, for instance, then we would try to fill all the vendors kind of along.
Yeah,
so that way, when you're walking from one venue to the other, you're kind of
walking through vendors,
some spectacles and things to buy.
Yes.
Yeah, there's got to be more. I like walking around. It's like a full activity when you're going from one place to the next. So
it's not an art crawl without crawling, man.
Yeah, I love it too.
Exactly, because I think I asked this question last last time, like, are you going to expand and put anything more, like another business that's going to let you in and they have art there? But you said that might be too much, but I think this is a good addition to.
Well, yeah, and we
art
get
crawl
such nice weather in San Clemente that, you know, it's really nice to have more of a kind of an outdoor kind of setting with that. So, I think Motel Mini Market's always been kind of an outdoor thing, which it always takes advantage of the weather of San Clemente versus ours. We have a couple indoor venues, but yeah, I think music has always also been a big focus for ours. So, you know, by going outdoors, we can kind of do that. And Kenzie, she'll have Kiara play. So there's been some folk artists in that respect. But again, it's just a kind of, we get the bigger footprint, we can really expand with not only vendors, but hopefully musical artists as well. You know?
Yeah. What are like some of the challenges that you are currently facing, like logistics, like even power, for example, or people having to use the bathrooms or neighbors complaining? Do you experience stuff like that?
Honestly, I wouldn't say there's been many obstacles because the process of like Motel Mini Market has just been so natural and like free flowing. I've never had to like question where we're gonna hold it. Like I feel like a lot of opportunities have just been like falling into our hands. I don't think there's anything that really stands out that's negative. It's been like such a positive experience for me.
I mean, you're such a positive human, so I could see how it kind of trickles down.
Thank you.
So you're, so I forgot what I was gonna say. Like, what about weather? Like when we get to like, you know, close to winter time.
Yeah.
How are you gonna manage that? Are you gonna try to get those big tents going on, or?
Yeah, so we usually do like morning markets, but we've done a few night markets. During the winter, we did a night market, and not a lot of people came because it was on the same day as putting on the Glitz.
What was that?
It's a big San Clemente event.
It's a big San Clemente event.
Yeah.
So I think during the winter time, it's better to have them in the mornings in the sun, and then in the summertime, it's fun to have like little night markets.
And then when, like, say you see rain in the forecast, what do you do then?
You know what's weird? And neither of us have really dealt with bad weather. I guess it's the advantage of.
I would definitely cancel it, but I've seen a lot of markets, like videos on Instagram of their tents like blowing away. I would definitely cancel it if.
Yeah, I guess it's also because we're only once a month, so we have a 1 in 30 chance of, you know.
That's true.
Yeah,
it could go either way, but yeah, actually we've both lucked out with the weather so far, knock on wood. But yeah, we would both have to figure that out.
Yeah, I would I think I would cancel the event if that were to happen.
Yeah.
Do you see the mini going into larger than mini at all, or do you like it how it is?
I don't think I'll ever change the name Mini Market, no matter how big it is. But that was a thing in the beginning we were talking about when we were creating the name. We were like, if we name this Motel Mini Market, can we like have it other places? Like, is it bad for it to be called Motel Mini Market at Los Molinos?
Yeah.
But I think it'll always just be Motel Mini Market. But it's not so mini anymore. Like at Los Molinos, we have over 30 vendors.
Yeah, it's like Motel Maxi Market.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Motel Mini Market will live forever, the name.
Do you ever like track attendance at all?
Los Molinos does track attendance, but we don't. Maybe I should. Maybe have like one of those when you get on a ride.
Yeah, I mean, I've visually seen it grow.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, Los Molinos has just been a very supportive establishment for both of us because it's, I mean, their summer solstice events and stuff like that. They bring a huge crowd because it's. I think again, it's the kind of the music draw that helps both of ours.
Yeah,
you know,
and they also do lots of fundraising. Like at the previous fundraiser, we raised over $20,000 for a fundraiser called Love for Los, who was a friend who was hit by a drunk driver. So I think Los Molinos always brings fundraising into their events, which just brings in the community even more.
Yeah, Los Molinos has kind of served as an anchor.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. They're amazing.
So you want to talk about anything outside? Like, what is it? Just Motel Mini Market? What else is there that you like to? That's about you about?
Yeah, the
Kenzie?
biggest part of myself is I am an elementary school art teacher. So when I'm not Motel Mini Marketing, I am teaching in the classroom to elementary school students, 1st through 5th grade. I've always wanted to be a teacher, but this job kind of fell into my lap, per se. And it's kind of just like a space for me to be able to create and connect. And same thing with Motel Mini Market. Like, I've secretly always wanted to be like an event planner. So I think with the market, I'm just creating, and that's a huge part of my life is creating and connecting with people. That's what I'm doing all the time. But yeah.
Did you, what kind of art are you teaching to these kids?
Yeah, so mostly visual art, but we do a little bit of dance, music, and theater, but a lot of painting, a lot of watercolor and collaging, but sometimes we'll dip our toe in the water with acting. We do some puppet shows sometimes and things, which is pretty cool.
Did you go to school for art, or?
I went to school as a liberal studies major, so yes, I studied like art history and everything, but I just have my multiple subject credentials, so I can be an elementary school teacher, but apparently I can be an art teacher too. I didn't know that.
You want to stick with the art?
Yeah, for
where
now.
You get to move around?
Yeah, I'm loving it. Like, I wouldn't want any other job right now, but who's to say what will happen in the future?
How far do you, how many schools do you go to?
One. I teach at one school in Oceanside.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said you'd go to different schools and
No, but I do
those...
teach over 500 kids.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's a lot a week. Mm-hmm.
So I always say the students
at one time.
They're so lucky they have a teacher that's like actually so involved with the community and actually working with artists all day. So I think it's good. I think Kenzie's a good role model for these
Thanks.
so.
That's actually nice to hear because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm not like a professional artist myself, so that's good for my confidence.
But you're like the natural funnel for them to do art walks and galleries and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I need to tell my kids more about
Yeah.
my involvement in the art girl and things.
Yeah.
They would think it's awesome.
Yeah, you could. Would you even be able to invite the kids? Like, you would probably have to get
As
the
long
parents.
as you don't have those inappropriate artists that you did last 2 months ago.
Certain months are pretty
dicey.
Yes, but,
No,
a lot of months are pretty tame. But it just depends. You know, we don't really filter what submissions we get or what influence. You know.
It's more concerning if you're like for safety when a band is a punk. Or there's a punk band happening.
The last months was a pretty heavy punk band, and there was definitely a mosh pit for a bit. And, yeah.
I mean, you can't mosh pit you can mosh pit in ficus, but you definitely can't mosh pit in No Joke.
Well, no, both have happened, but
well, Miss Donaldson wasn't.
She wasn't too thrilled about that.
Lots of breakables around.
Yeah, well, at ficus last month we had some floral arrangements, and so one of our colleagues who's been helping us a lot with art, Adam, he's like, I'm taking it upon my responsibility to defend the floral arrangements. So he kind of stood there and made sure no one.
Security guard.
Yeah,
that's nice of him.
It was nice of him. I think he was able to take home one of the bouquets afterwards, which is a thank you gesture.
So what's the preparation going down for both of you? I mean, you're helping with the San O Days event as well, right? I mean,
well, Roman did actually. He asked us if we were available, and we've actually. I think it was the summer solstice one where we actually had an art crawl booth at that one.
Yeah, that was right.
Which was part of Motel Mini Market, but we're honest. We just me, Nick, and Dallin. We all work full-time jobs, so we just got really slammed this particular month. So
they're gonna be guests.
Yeah, we're just gonna be guests.
Nice.
We're gonna hang out there, which is nice. We won't have to worry about working, but
she's gonna be the one having to worry about.
Kenzie will be.
Yeah, you're gonna see me with a beer in my hand in the corner socializing, so it's not much work.
Which is kind of part of your job at these things. You have to do.
Socializing is the job, but it's not much of a job. It's so fun.
So you said it's a job. Are you making money off of this? You're making cha-ching?
Yeah. I am. I'm making money off of this, but not much. The money goes in a lot of different directions because there's so many people that play a part in making the event happen.
So does how does that work? Does someone just pay you to be part of it, or each vendor pay?
So we have a vendor fee, and then that money goes all together, and then it is divided between things like music and who's ever hosting the space, and flyers and flyer design, and maybe we're getting a photographer or a videographer that's filming the event. So things like that. That's where the money's going.
What was I going to say?
She actually gave us a bit of a blueprint for even our crawl, because we typically were never ever charging vendor fees. We're like, we should actually probably start doing that because
the art crawl does cost money to have an event
absolutely.
Like
I mean,
sure.
Our goal has always just been making it sustainable, and it kind of wasn't. It's like, I mean, because we pay the bands, like that's always a huge expense, and so
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're
Yeah.
giving to those people that are.
So if
making it
we
happen.
have a deposit system for the artist, so that's refundable from an artist, but from a vendor, it is a fee. Like we basically took Kenzie's model on that one. We're like, okay, we're gonna charge the same rate and all that stuff.
So yeah, they're making money now, which is amazing because they deserve it
Yeah.
and they need it.
Well, and for vendors, if they sell their products, it's kind of like a trade-off. You pay the
Yeah.
fee, but then you're hopefully selling some of your stuff, and it's just for them to get exposure to a built-in audience. It kind of works out, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to keep doing something that you're doing for free. So you got to
Yeah,
kind of eventually, like, especially if it's taking up a lot of time or taking a bite out of your
Yeah,
professional
she's a full-time.
time.
Yeah, she's a full-time
Time is
teacher.
money,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I work full time, but I do have the time to do this in the evening. But, you know, I wouldn't mind getting a sponsor.
805 beer.
805,
Yeah.
we got Natty Live, we
know.
got the tea.
My
Parch,
boyfriend
yeah.
on the way here was like, "You should reach out to some drink companies and see if they'll sponsor you for this Jeffrey show."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he wouldn't turn it down.
I won't tell them to go Jeff themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the Motel Mini Market, do they? Is there a way you can start serving alcohol, or is there like obviously there's permits that are required? How's that
Yeah.
working? Like,
So yeah.
Next
for Los-
question, please.
No, we
Was that
don't
yeah.
sell any alcohol at the motel ever, but also obviously with Los Molinos beer. He's taking care of all the legalities behind that, and you can totally walk around
yeah,
with alcohol.
yeah, because it's a closed off section there
Yeah.
for Los Molinos. I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that one.
And then O side, I think they manage that portion as well,
we
right?
just do no beer outside, so you can just drink beer when you're in the brewery.
Okay, so it's not like connected to O side.
It is. You just
Beer
literally
Town.
walk outside the doors, and then the market's in the parking lot. But,
But
you
can
just
the-
can't bring your beer outside.
Okay, got it. No patrons bringing their beer. Got it.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Like, what's in store for the art crawl? What's coming up this Thursday?
So for this Thursday, as I said, all three of us, me, Nick, and Dallin, we were just, it's like one of those just busy times of the year with our jobs. I just started a new full-time job just a couple weeks ago. So we were approached by one of a local artist, Bandit. He just had a screening for a documentary he filmed out in the Ukraine for the Ukraine war. So he reached out to us. He's like, "Hey, I'm doing the screening in early August. Is it possible if I just kind of extend the exhibition into the month of art crawl?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, it's kind of makes us less work for us." So we were kind of very open to the idea, and then. So we have him taking over one of the galleries, Ficus. So it'll be an art exhibition. He's going to kind of have the movie looping on the like projecting outside, and then we have like kind of a ceviche cart there and a jazz band, just to make it a little more lively because it's kind of like it's a heavy topic, and like because a lot of his stuff is a little bit political. So we're like. We go for a pretty like uplifting vibe at the art crawl, but we're like, he is a local artist. We're gonna definitely support him in this, but
And that's just good to bring awareness.
exactly, it is an important cause. So we were totally open to it, but so we have that at Ficus, and then Los Molinos. That's where kind of Kenzie came in. We got a couple vendors going on there, and then for no joke, it's just we're extending the exhibition of James Hill, who was Diana's late husband, and it's his art's just amazing, and we don't really curate that gallery at all because there's so many talented artists working out of there. We just trust her completely with that, and
Yeah, you almost wouldn't even have to have. Is it called an exhibition?
it's an exhibition.
You wouldn't even have to have any.
Yeah.
You could just walk around and
Exactly.
enjoy.
There's that, and it's the space itself is interesting as it is.
Yes.
So we'll just do like kind of a live band there typically, and then so that's kind of the plan for September. So we're this month, August. So we're kind of phoning it in this month, for lack of a better word. But
No, it's gonna be amazing.
but
It's always super fun.
yeah, September. That's where hopefully through the support of Roman and Los Molinos, that's where we hope to get some city permitting going on. That's where we'll expand our footprint and really try to grow it from there. But we're still kind of in the early stages for that.
So we're thinking Halloween for sure.
Yeah, it's regardless of what happens, Halloween was that was our best one probably last year.
That was amazing.
So we're like, it's a big night in San Clemente, and it's this time art crawl falls on the day before Halloween, so it's like Devil's Night, which is kind of funny with
Ooh,
our
witching
logo
hour.
on. Yeah, exactly. And then
So it's on the 30th of October.
Yes, 30th October, and then which is I think kind of works out a little bit because like a lot of people like to take their kids trick or treating and stuff like that. So having the day before kind of like an event, I think would actually be beneficial. So
Wait, it's a school night for me, but that's
it's
okay.
still I know. Well, I think last time it was a
school night.
too, and it was but it was like it happened to be on Halloween last year, which was
it was
pretty
awesome.
cool. Yeah,
It was a really good time.
yeah,
Yeah, I take every Friday off after the art crawl.
yeah.
Because I get up early in the morning, and unfortunately this Friday I'm gonna have to get up early because we're going down to San Diego for Tatum's birthday. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, her birthday's coming.
yeah, but yeah, I'm still gonna go. I've not missed an art crawl, so I have to go to every one now. Now
I
that
like
we've
that
been,
it's on a weekday. It kind of just like brings me out of my cave a bit.
yeah, it's
We've gotten actually like mixed a lot of people are like, oh, this is great, it's on a weekday, I can kind of there's something to do during the week, and then some people are like, oh, I wish it was on a Saturday, I can never go to it, but
or Friday.
I think me, Nick, and Dallin, we just wanted something consistent, and just every last Thursday of the month is always just kind of an easy schedule for people to remember, and it's always a week before the Laguna Beach one, so
What's the Laguna Beach one?
they're
you're
always the
referring to?
first Thursday of the month, so we're like the last Thursday of the month.
What's the Laguna Beach one again?
It's just Laguna Beach Art Walk.
Okay.
That's been going for a lot longer.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never been, but
To be
heard
honest,
good
I
things.
haven't either.
I've never been either.
I've been the Santa Ana one's great. I've been to that one. I've been to the downtown LA one, but I feel like I should do my due diligence and go to the Laguna Beach one just to see
I'll go
that.
with you. You can go one time.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Even if you're not drinking, it's like worth taking an Uber because the driving in there during the summer, it's bottlenecked.
Cool.
It's awful.
Absolutely.
My
Yeah.
mom lives there,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's a little more like fine art in Laguna.
Yeah, it's kind. That's again where I mean not to toot our own horn, but I think we kind of have the edge a little bit
Totally.
with it, just because we have a really strong music element, I would say, with our art crawl. I mean, Nick is just so on point with that,
Yeah, if you haven't been to the studio, it's like you're almost, I don't want to say a time capsule, but it brings me somewhere that I've never been before. It's
absolutely, like no
it's like
jokes,
nothing
too,
I've ever
especially
seen.
Yeah.
It's a kind of it's a little overwhelming the first time you're in there. There's just something to look at in every corner,
Yeah, the first time I went there, I've driven past there or walked past there numerous times going to Los Molinos, and you don't know what's beyond that wall, but the little lobby looks a little like, you're intrigued by whatever you see the
And that's-
swirl suit guys or whatever standing out there.
The front room is technically the gallery space, and then the back's like the studios. But if you ask Diana about it, she's always like, well, it's just because I'm a hoarder. I like to buy things from thrift shops and stuff like that. But anyone can kind of do that. Just so the same with like the Motel Mini Market, but then she has good taste on top of that. So it's like, she
Very
just
eclectic
knows
in
what
there.
to buy at thrift places versus like anyone could go and buy stuff. It's like she picks certain things that you've never seen before, and that's
and it's
kind
it's a warehouse.
yeah, it is. It gets a warehouse space. Yeah.
There's like a couple empty retail or warehouses I feel like that could be filled up somehow.
Yeah, so I think next door is finally something's going in there, but we still don't know what the final form of that is. But yeah, I mean, the whole neighborhood has such potential for growth. And,
So much potential.
and I think me, you, and everyone within that art coalition that we kind of try to form, we're all kind of aiming for that same goal.
I think once that theater gets the businesses up and running,
that'll help.
I think that will help a lot.
Yeah, because that's just a kitty corner around from there.
And that food court is opening or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, both those things. It's kind of just filling the vacancies that are all around there. Just need stuff opening there, especially from a food perspective, and that's why I think both our events we've been really trying to get food vendors. I mean, Los Molinos serves that niche pretty well with us. If someone's at Los Molinos,
For sure.
But if they walk away from there, it's kind of nice to have some other food things peppered in there.
Yeah, I mean, I really do enjoy the cheese and crackers and the fortune cookies.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
And the
And the wine.
Yeah, it's all Diana, I think, right?
Yeah. And then Nick's canned cocktails.
Ooh, yeah.
Which don't ask about last month's one, which it was a misfire apparently. If you ask Nick, he's
It was
like,
like
it
a
was like
pineapple.
he was like it was like the worst canned beverage he's ever made, is what he would say.
I think I had a couple of them. They weren't like terrible.
Well,
it's
he would
just a
respond and say, "And you have
concoction.
no taste to drink." Like he was very ashamed of it. But I'm like, I thought it was okay. It was just a little salty.
This is a concoction that he makes every month, right?
Well, some of them have been fantastic. It's just, I guess the last month it was like he was trying to go for like a salted bourbon type of drink, and I think he just
It was
added
salt.
too much salt.
Straight salt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
Sorry, Nick.
Has he always been the one to be making those canned cocktails, or because I swear there was other
Yes.
people doing it?
Yeah, we actually didn't have canned cocktails until after Christmas, because actually the whole story of that is like his friend got a canning machine. I think it was Dane or Travis, one of them got a canning machine, and then we were talking about like the drink situation, and I mean, this is where I have to kind of be quiet because we're not really operating on a drink permit by any means. It's donation only if anyone asks, but yeah, so we've kind of had a donation drink situation, but then we're like, how can we make this a little more unique? And then so Nick, his friend got this canning machine, and then we're like, Nick also works for a sticker company, or he did at the time, and so we're like, he can make the sticker labels and we can can it.
Yeah, it looks really rad.
And Nick is also a bartender, so like he just knew how to make a nice recipe for canned stuff, and it just worked out. All the pieces were there. He just had to, package it. And those are kind of an art form in itself. The sticker labels, Nick designs. So it's like, and he does a lot of the flyers. So we all kind of lend our hands in certain creative tasks with the art crawl. So that's kind of how those all work. Yeah.
So back to the Ukraine video, is it or movie? Is it like a full length feature? Is it a documentary? What is it exactly?
It's a documentary, and it's about just over an hour long. I'm gonna butcher the name of it. It's got like Polyanachia or something like some Ukrainian word. But yeah, a couple. So Bandit and another local San Clemente person, Tristan, they both went on this trip to Ukraine, and they just right in the midst of the war, and they were out there like actually on the front lines kind of filming stuff, and it's a very hardcore kind of video that they got, but it's to kind of expose what's like really going on there. So but the art that he kind of made surrounding it's a lot of would be like sculptural missiles and things like it's a lot of war motifs, but it was pretty well done. And like his screening that he had the first week of August was like, it's really well attended, and he really puts himself out there, Bandit.
Did you watch it? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I was at the screening, and it was a very moving documentary.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's kind of so it's a little tricky to have it at the art crawl in the sense that we're not going to really have chairs set. We'll have some like chairs here and there, but it's the main, I think, goal is people will see the art exhibition aspect of it, and then the kind of the screening will just be kind of playing there, and people can kind of tune in as it's needed. The format of it being like an art walk, Bandit's like, this is fine. We'll present it in this way, but it's it's just a way for kind of people to see some of the imagery.
Is there going to be a band performing in Ficus? This is going to be in Ficus, right?
Yeah, Ficus. So we're having a jazz band play right before from like 7 to 8 because he's projecting outside, so you kind of need the sun to go down. So it's kind of a good, nice little opening segue to the film,
And then there's going to be another band performing at No Joke?
Yeah, another jazz band. Yep.
Okay.
Double jazz this time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jazz
I
night.
like live jazz. I mean, I don't listen to it normally just on a headset or anything or at home, but like I'm saying, if you like live, it's a total different experience. I feel
Yeah,
listen
it's
to it
improvised.
every day in the classroom. I
There-
just type in Christmas coffee shop jazz.
Or just do Miles Davis, or there's a lot of good ones.
So is
I
it
do.
like the old classic tunes of Christmas, or like?
No, just type. It just has like the cool background of like snow and the things in the background that the kids want to see and feel cozy.
So when you have your art class, is it like, do you have your own place, or do you go into other classrooms and do it at the school?
So I have my own classroom at a school, and last year was my first year, and this is my second year.
And you're liking it?
Yeah, I'm loving it so much. I never thought I'd be an art teacher, but I love it.
What were you doing before art teaching?
I was just getting my credentials. So I went to school and then for 4 years, and then I had to go to another year of school to get my multiple subject credential. And then I was out in the world and I got my job last year.
What was the school that you went to?
Can I say no? Cal State Fullerton.
Oh, you didn't have to say. I'm sorry. I'm just asking.
Stanford.
You can decline on it.
No, I was just like joking the other day about how
Juilliard.
Yeah, just like Cal State Fullerton.
So
I went
Kenzie's
to a Cal State as well.
Okay.
Kenzie's one of the
LA.
real
I
like
see.
San Clemente natives though, because she went to San Clemente High. So
I'm a native.
Yeah,
I
so
am.
she's-
But I don't live here anymore, or in San Clemente anymore.
But you have the cred, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, she has
Yeah.
the street cred.
Is your family still out here? Or?
My mom lives in Laguna Beach.
That's right, you said
and-
that.
Yes, and my dad lives in Oregon.
Okay. And do you miss living in San Clemente, or do you really enjoy living in Oceanside more?
My boyfriend and I decided to move to Oceanside last summer because I think we were a little bit bored with San Clemente. We both lived there our entire life, so it's just something different.
Change it up for sure.
Yeah, just a little different, a little bit more fast-paced, I would say, and it has a really cool, different kind of communities. The art community, like he's into the skate community, so he has a lot of friends out there. But it's a really cool space.
There's a popular skating park down near in like Carlsbad, right? Or Encinitas? Or, I don't know. The skate parks are
both.
everywhere
Well,
now.
Speak on
Encinitas,
this.
yeah, they have the city hall there that a lot of people. It's like that. It's like a huge embankment that people drop in off of. Like,
Right, so there's some skate spots that
yeah,
people
there's
skate
definitely
at.
a lot of skate spots. I mean, Tony Hawk lives down in Encinitas, and it's a
That's
lot.
right.
Yeah, a lot of pro skaters down in this area. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was a silly question for me to ask because, like, I don't really pay attention to skating at all, but you notice that there's just skate parks everywhere now.
Yeah, it's awesome. One of them. The pump track was just built in San Clemente. I dabbled in skating a little bit, roller skating, broke my arm, and now I'm not a roller skater.
That's how I would never do it again.
No, I do it for fun, but I'm not much
It's
of a
definitely our
art
respective
person.
crowds, though. I think for both of our events, we get a lot of the skateboarding crew, which is great because
Yes.
I grew up with that stuff, and it just, it's fantastic. The skate scene is very supportive of the arts, and especially music
Yeah.
too. A lot of like people's taste in music have come out of skate movies, and
Should get like a half pipe installed in one of these art crawls or mini
they
markets.
actually had one for Christian's event that he did. Like they put
At
one out in
Ficus.
Ficus. It was a half pipe. They put one out there. So
Oh, I think I saw
Yeah.
that on
Yeah.
on his post.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
And they've done so at Seaview Motel. Like Jared, they put on Donnie's like skate film there that one time, right?
Yes, yeah, so they've had like a few
I think it's
showings.
something we'll kind of branch into for
Yeah.
sure.
Are you seeing surfers show up to these at all?
Yes, that too. Like it's like both scenes are very like they're both art forms. I mean, they're like extreme sports, but there's so much artistry to both things that I would say the surf scene. Yeah, I mean that's already embedded in San Clemente. We don't have to do much to like
Right.
attract that. They're just there, So. I mean, we do our events in the surf ghetto. So
And I
it's,
think the art crawl does bring in a lot of the younger crowd too, which is
that's been really nice to see because I think when we both started our things, it's like there's not a lot for people in their
youth,
20s, their 30s to do in San Clemente, and I can see why Kenzie kind of moved to Oceanside. I mean,
Boring.
yeah, but
little bit.
everyone's at least close enough to San Clemente's where you can still kind of visit between the two, But
Did you ever skate when you were young? Did you ever try skating?
I did. You roller skated.
I mean,
just
I got my first skateboard when I was 7. My uncle like spray painted a skull onto it, and I never like went to the skate park or anything. And then
If you bring your mic a little bit closer.
and then maybe
That's
like
better.
4 years ago, I started roller skating, and it was super fun. But then I started going to the skate park, and I broke my arm, and then
Never again.
yeah.
Yeah, actually at Bandit's screening, there was a lady there. She's like a pro roller skater. She's like a famous one on
that's
Instagram.
awesome.
I recognize her. I'm like, I've seen you doing backflips on roller skates and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I grew up skating. I have 2 older brothers, and we all kind of like it was a big part of our upbringing.
Yeah, I would follow like the trends of rollerblading, and then skateboarding came along, and then I could never get an ollie to happen. I could like kind of do a kickflip, but I would never land. I've never landed any of these. Like it was me just having the board go up for an ollie, and then the kickflip I just kind of flipped it, but the board went away from me.
Oh god.
And then I got into sector 90, and I just sector 90'd everywhere.
Yeah. Once you can ollie, that's pretty much all you need to be able to do because then you can do like ledges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. I think skateboarding now it's going back to a lot of the roots. A lot of the pro skaters now are kind of like doing it in the 80s style. They're kind of like it's less about the technical tricks, more about kind of the style of it, which I like to see. It's kind of it makes it more accessible to younger skaters.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take a little break? And so, does anybody use the restroom or anything like that? Or
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
all right,
no,
we can
good.
just keep
That
going.
just made me start thinking about. I was just wondering what your hobbies are.
My hobbies?
Yeah.
Well, this is my hobby now. So,
Okay. Yeah. Not much time in adulthood, huh?
what's that?
Not much time in adulthood to have a lot of hobbies.
I mean, I should probably have a hobby so I could talk about doing that as well, because this is me talking and asking what you do. So yeah, I should like get into skateboarding, revisit, but I might be too old for that. Or surfing, what might be cool, but I tried shortboarding, and then it was like longboards, and I guess I wasn't. I more like to body surf if anything, and I don't like to wear bodysuits, so it's only during the summer.
Yeah.
But then it's a lot of just exercise and trying to eat healthy and enjoy life and have fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me and Jeff both moved from like LA at certain points. We both lived in there in certain times. So I think moving to San Clemente, just the options for health and just doing actually these
The
recreation.
location. You can go and snowboard, or you can go surf, and it's a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted like the 9 to 5. I have like a 7 to 3:30 basically, and I work out in the morning, and then I have the rest of the afternoon open, and it's nice. It's like kind of nice to have a consistent. When I was growing up, when I was in my 20s, I was like doing hotel work, and it's always like late nights or overnights or just never anything consistent. So it's nice when you have like a full-time job and you have the time to do other things outside of that. Yeah. I mean, that's what kind of led me to doing this. Was I wanted to go to get a course at Saddleback, something extracurricular, and it was between this radio broadcasting or oil painting.
Wow.
And it was very two different ones.
We could have featured you in the art crawl, man.
Yeah, if I got so good.
Yeah.
I mean, my mother is kind of my inspiration.
Wow.
She does this art here, or did, and a lot of washed up seaweed and stuff like that. And I always like that kind of art. I think there's some
really
skill in
rad.
that.
One of the artists at Motel Mini Market, her name is Seaweed Stuff. She does like seaweed art.
Her Instagram is Seaweed Stuff. If you want to look it up, her name is
Seaweed
Maddie.
Stuff. Should I look her up on Instagram? Would be the best?
Yeah, she does cyanotype printmaking, so it's kind of similar to like photography in that.
That's the first one.
Yeah, there it is. And that it works with like negatives. So I think it's actually salt that you use. And then you can put, she puts kelp onto the salt and the paper, and then she leaves it in the sun, and it leaves that blue and white print. So they're
She's
really
doing on
beautiful.
surfboards there.
Yeah, she does them on totes. She does art prints. She does a lot of amazing things, and she actually goes and
Sources the kelp
collects the kelp herself.
Yeah. There's another venue in Oceanside that Kenzie told me about, Dear Tomorrow, and she was one of the resident artists there, and it's like that's another cool space in Oceanside, which is like Oceanside has its whole new scene kind of building there, and it's like being that San Clemente is like a next door city to that. We're like, it's really cool that we're trying to bring kind of both cities together a little bit, because Oceanside's a great place. I mean, it's like we both have the Marines at both their respective places, but there's more to life than I'd say than Pendleton. So.
Yes.
But there's literally nothing. I mean, Pendleton just takes up all of that.
I know.
Space
If that
San
didn't
Clemente
exist, we would be like neighboring cities for sure. It'd be so much closer.
I love the drive down though. It's so
I know.
pretty.
It is very pretty.
When they're not bombing.
Yeah.
things up.
Yeah.
Well, it's like nice not to see just homes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have an appreciation for that. I mean, like we'll go out to like RSM or like Rancho San Clemente, and you like look out, and you're like, there's no homes beyond this point. I don't know. I find that I appreciate that.
Yeah, I do too.
I think those areas are more likely to be built up than definitely Pendleton.
I know.
So I think enjoy the drive up La Plata and stuff to RSM for now, because that could be very well developed in the next 10 years.
All right, so let's do some random questions, just to get we'll get to know both of you a little bit more. Let's go with oldest thing in your fridge. What if you can think of it?
Oh, this is really gross. This is not the oldest thing in my fridge, but I just threw out like a fresh piece of salmon that had been sitting in there for like a month or two.
A month.
It's so bad.
It snuck its way into the back somehow or something.
I'm just so bad at making food. I'll just go out and get like fast food all the time. But the oldest thing, gosh, what about you, Shane?
You know, it's weird if if it's oldest, it's all going to be gross. But it's I cut up vegetables and then like I'll put them in a Tupperware and then put them in my fridge, and like I feel like they last a while.
Anything in Tupperware,
as long as they don't get moldy or visually like shriveled up, they're
Yeah.
probably okay. Especially if you're cooking it. I mean, I don't know. I think that the guy that's at least my rule of thumb on it. It's kind of worked out. I mean, from a restaurant perspective, that would be way too old. But like if you're cooking for yourself, it's probably usually fine.
What about you?
Otter Pops.
Otter Pops.
Oh, there's so much
Wait,
sugar
you
in
said
those.
refrigerator.
Well, I guess some cheating on,
on,
but
we're
probably
talking
like
Yeah,
It's a
I was
different
like
story.
fridge, man.
I don't really. Yeah, I eat a lot of perishable items, and I feel bad. I hate waste, so
Ugh,
like I will try
you
to
would hate
eat.
me.
Like I'll even if I'm like say the meat's been sitting there for like an extra day, I'm like, let's go for it. Sometimes, not
Okay.
if it's like been on chicken, you can keep in for like 5 days, and steak you can keep in for like 5 days. But there's certain items, I'd probably avoid. But in my freezers, Otter Pops, I've had those for like 7 years or
Gosh, I
something.
haven't had that since I was in like PE.
The
and
Otter
elementary
Pops
school.
you can
now's
probably
your
keep
chance.
for like if it's frozen,
Years, yeah.
decades. I
Decades.
mean,
Yeah, it's
there's so much
sugar.
sugar
It's
in
like
it.
sugar and
yeah.
It's
water.
just sugar. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like one of my like a condiment probably is one of the oldest
Oh,
things.
yeah, those-
like mustards always think their way
Yeah.
into, or like a soy sauce or a hot sauce. I usually will have that last forever, and they barely. When I had to leave the office that I was working at during the COVID times, I had like 15 bottles of hot sauce, and I left them there. And, they didn't look so good when I went to pick up something or drop something off. It was kind of tragic in a way because I
Yeah.
had like a nice collection going.
I have like the hot ones, the YouTube channel, like hot
The,
ones.
Yeah.
Is it the last dab one? Like
Yeah,
the,
or I have like the game, so it's like a truth or dare game, and if I don't know, you don't.
Do you have the
whatever.
actual hot sauce with them?
Yeah, there's like 10 of them. There's a lot of them, and that hottest one is in there.
the hottest
tried
one's the
it.
last dab one.
Last
I think.
dab.
Yeah.
Isn't Da Bomb still Beyond Insanity supposed to be the worst one though?
I don't know the names of them, but I've tried the hottest one, and
Like the little one, it's
pretty
always
hot.
like the 7th one or 8th one.
Yeah,
where like,
whenever the show happens and those people have that one, they're like, "That's so." It just, I guess, it doesn't taste good either. That one, the Da Bomb one, yeah, it's
Da
like
Bomb.
a Da Bomb.
yeah, I had Da Bomb, but it was, and then there's like Da Bomb Beyond Insanity apparently.
Oh,
so
okay, I haven't heard of that.
we've done
one.
like our own. I have like hot sauces we've done on here.
Oh, that's fun.
It's fun, but it's not fun for later on because it hurts my stomach. Like I can do like the hot sauce going in.
Yeah.
It's just my stomach starts to hurt terribly. So you got to like shoot some Pepto-Bismol before you start downing some hot sauce. Because I have like some Yellowstone hot sauce from the show Yellowstone, and I can barely eat it. It's too spicy. Because
I would never think a branded TV show hot sauce is like the spiciest one. Apparently.
Well, they got like, and then I got another one that looks like a grenade, and it's like Carolina Reaper one.
Oh yeah, I've had that one.
It tastes good. It does taste good, but it's so freaking spicy. It's too much.
I'm a fan of spicy things.
Yeah.
Are
Same.
you spice? Do you like spice?
Yeah, for sure. I have a friend that thinks ketchup is spicy though.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if I can be friends with you.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That's pretty tame. Yeah.
If you were to choose the day off of a week, Monday or Friday, which one would you choose? What do you think is better?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Fridays are fun. Fun Fridays.
Yeah, Friday. That way, if I do art crawl, I can recover the next day.
Yeah, I don't really have a good reason. I just think Friday sounds awesome.
Yeah, I used to think that Monday would be better because Monday is like the worst days of the week.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
on Friday, like why not like start with your Friday and then the Thursday is like your Friday, basically.
I would love a 4-day work week.
I think
That
it's
would be
it's
amazing.
about time.
matter
I think
of
time.
our generation's going to change this cultural shift.
our lazy,
it's
our
like-
lazy generation.
Yeah,
we just got to be like Europeans. They barely work.
it's. I think the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday thing is so archaic and just it's time we move past it.
And they're finding benefits to the 4-day work week in other countries.
Oh, absolutely. I know for sure I would be a happier, better person if we had a 4-day
What's
week.
the place where they like switch off? Half the population goes to work one day, half the population goes to work the other day.
I haven't heard of this.
Yeah.
I should ask
Yeah, you should ask the Google.
ChatGPT. What's the country that switches off?
With their work weeks with their population or their work days.
I feel like it's also kind of
well,
it could be it's just night owls versus early morning people.
That switches.
I mean,
off
that's the thing. Night owls get such a bad rap, but like They're
Are you a night
essential.
owl?
I am, but I'm now on Jeff's schedule. He's a 7 to 3:30. That's kind of what I've been doing. But I'm like, I feel like, they get a bad rap. They're essential. Like society couldn't function without night owls too. Just like it couldn't function without early birds.
They're saying, I mean, I guess I didn't frame the question correctly, but France is the 35-hour work week.
Yeah, maybe I'm making this up. Maybe this is something that I made up in my
Or maybe
head.
it's something you're dreaming of that one day could happen.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
What is a show or a movie you are streaming, or like what is something you're just obsessed with right now?
Ooh, what am I obsessed with right now? What about you? Do you have anything that pops up?
I'm pretty behind on TV shows, but I just started the Alien one.
I was about to say that one.
Alien
Were we
Earth.
talking about that?
Yeah, I think we were.
that.
Yeah, I think. Well, the newest movie was Alien Romulus, and I didn't like that one. They kind of turned it into like a horror movie, which it's always kind of been that, but it's always been more sci-fi than horror.
Yeah.
But the series is kind of interesting. I've been watching that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the series, and yeah, it's interesting because the original one is considered a horror.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
second
my favorite.
and
Love
then
horror.
and then the Aliens is
It's
a
action.
thriller.
Yeah, it's like an action
Do you
movie,
know how that happened? How it got presented? So like James Cameron walks into an office acting all cocky, like basically like walks up to like a chalkboard or a marker board or something like that, and it says alien. He just puts S and like walks out of the room. It's something like it's crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny to have a sequel just with one letter difference. Yeah, it's just aliens. Yeah,
boom.
multiple aliens.
I just blew your mind.
Yeah.
Are you guys a fan of Pedro Pascal?
Yes.
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
Okay, I just
yeah.
watched his new movie with Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans last night. It was really interesting. It's Dakota Johnson, you know her, right?
Yes. 50 Shades of
Yeah, it
Grey.
was like 50
Yeah.
Shades of Grey. She's a matchmaker.
Okay.
And
okay.
so her job is to match people up. And she's kind of between Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal is her love interest, kind of like her ex-lover. And then Pedro Pascal is like this it's a chick flick. It is a chick flick.
But
it's pretty good.
But then what it is Chris Evans is kind of like the poor teacher, right?
Oh, so yeah, he is a poor like artist.
And then Pedro Pascal is like a wealthy billionaire or something like that.
Yes, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but about who she ends up with. But it's a really good show. It's a really good movie. I liked it a lot, and just love Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal and Dakota Johnson.
Yeah,
They're all beautiful.
That was actually the last show I probably watched was The Last of Us was with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I first watched him in a film. I loved that show.
You haven't seen anything of Pedro before that, or?
No, I didn't know he existed before. What was he in?
He really got his mark when he did Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay,
I never watched Game of Thrones.
Oh, I didn't even remember him
I
from
didn't
that.
I think he
Yeah.
has like the most brutal death in Game of Thrones.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
Well,
know what
Narcos,
season
he's
that
in
was
that
in.
too.
I didn't finish Game of Thrones, but I watched a few
Oh, wasn't he in like?
seasons.
I thought he was like in the early seasons. I don't know. I never watched it, so I
Okay,
don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
And
I have seen.
He did Narcos.
Yeah, Narcos was when I first kind of saw him in that. That show was good.
Never
yeah.
seen that,
Yeah.
but
Narcos is great.
Yeah, Netflix series. Yeah, it's about drugs.
yeah.
In case the title didn't.
No, I have seen it go through my feed on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then Last of Us was massive when it came out. I mean, people are getting a little critical on it, but I think
Yeah.
I played the video game, so I know that like they're actually going with like most of the story.
That was the thing. I didn't play the video game, so I didn't I was just following it as a TV show, so I didn't know that. A lot of people were able to predict the second season because of that, but I'm like, I just
What they're gonna do is
Yeah.
next is the girl
Yeah.
that killed Pedro Pascal. They're gonna follow
You
her
just revealed a spoiler alert.
Oh.
In case Kenzie.
No, it's
or
okay.
the foe is going to become kind of like
Yeah.
you're going to root for it towards the end.
Yeah.
So it's like two
Yeah.
people that go against each other that eventually you root for both of them
Yeah.
towards the end. It's kind of a cool way of doing a story.
Yeah.
Subtitles always on.
Oh, I love a subtitle, especially because I live like right next to the train. So like freight train will come by for like 5 minutes, and my boyfriend and I will just look at each other and turn on subtitles.
That's great.
Yeah.
I-
Subtitles for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've given up on even like sometimes you don't like Hulu is actually terrible because it's like
Yeah.
the lettering has like a block behind it, so it's blocking a lot of the show. but they just mumble. You miss like some important information, and
You're on
trying
your phone, like half listening.
yeah. You gotta be reading. So
Yeah.
I find myself more glued in if I'm able to read it.
Same.
Yeah.
I keep them off. I just unless it's a foreign film, but yeah. But then of course you can have
Yeah,
it
it
on there.
bothers a lot of people, I would say.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm a subtitle person.
All right, let's do some Jeffy and judgment questions here.
Judgment?
Yeah,
You're gonna judge me?
I might judge you.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's go.
Do you return your shopping cart?
Oh, always.
Yeah?
Have you seen that Instagram guy? What
Yeah,
is
cart
his-
narcs.
Cart
Yeah.
narcs.
Yeah.
After watching that, I was
Honestly,
like,
after
I had
watching
to.
that, I was like, I have a fear of being on cart narcs. No, I always do. My parents taught me well.
I would almost pretend to not return it, so he would be there. I'm like, oh, I stand corrected. That's all you have to do is just rather than battle him. It's so funny. That's like the whole joke of it. Is like all that time you're arguing with this guy, you could have returned the card and been on your way. But for some reason, you're deciding to argue with this guy. It's so
Takes
silly.
10 seconds. There's like they put them so close to where your parking spots are. It's like, yeah. I never
Are you the person that just like pushes it angrily, like
Into the cart corral?
Or are you like nicely like do?
Yeah, I won't be the one to even go so far as to return it to the front.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
whoa,
look
whoa.
at me. My angel. I'm gonna be an angel in heaven for
Wow.
my act.
Yeah, that is above and beyond.
How do you manage your email? Do you let your emails just overload? I would hate to even look at it right now if there's like hundreds of emails.
Oh Lord, I had like 3,000 unread text messages at one
Oh
point.
my, yeah.
And same with my email. I have work email and a regular email. I just don't. And I have a million subscriptions, like so many.
That would be. It's like that's like my literal nightmare.
A couple weeks ago, my boyfriend went through my phone and read all like the subscription messages and like unsubscribed from so many. I don't know.
Did you major favor with that?
What is it? Type A, Type B.
Yeah.
I'm Type B. Yeah.
What is type B is one that just lets
like
the emails
disorganized, right? Like
Oh.
they say it for teachers, like organized. Type A. B is just like.
What about you, Shane? Do you?
Inbox 0. I can't. Like,
I guess
I
that.
cannot. You know, I'm very like neurotic with that stuff. Just
Yeah, his car is spotless.
I don't know about
I
that.
was
But
like,
yeah.
whoa.
Keep my car clean, but yeah, it's just I use email as like I'll flag things as a to-do list. So if there's too many unread messages, I just it's just my brain goes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You see like how I keep my place clean. It's kind of like the same with my mail. It drives me insane. Like having things just scattered or like I have to get rid of it. So I'm
I
like,
wish I was that way.
I'm like just in the morning, click, like the ones that you read and then delete. It's always every morning I'm doing that.
Good habit.
Yeah, because I work like in email marketing and everything. It
So
would add
Kenzie,
up.
then you just like if you need to find something, you just search for it.
Yeah.
Like because
What if your
Yeah.
mother's texting you or something like that?
Oh well, mom's like saved on the top.
Okay, so she's
Yeah.
the top 8.
Yeah.
Or top-
Well, also, I've been getting, since like Mini Market and I've given people my number, I get so many text messages and I've kind of been bad about responding. But I used to respond to people like 24/7, but now I'm like,
I
kinda
get it.
try to spend time off my phone.
Yeah, there was a couple art crawl solicitations where we had to like just push it out. I'm like, I don't have time to respond to these ones.
Yeah, it's nice to be off your phone, but.
I got more.
Oh.
They're not. I'm not really judging.
This
you.
is
It's
like really basic questions. I felt like you were gonna say something
No,
way
no.
weirder.
Okay, well, when you're in your car with your friends, do you have to have music playing loud, or do you want to be talking to your friends?
That's interesting because I always like want to blast and sing music, but then my boyfriend will like want to turn it down and talk. So I feel like somewhere in the middle. It depends. If I don't know the people that well, then I want to talk to them. But if I'm with my best friends, then I want to turn on some music we know and sing.
What is it, Britney Spears or NSYNC?
I was thinking like if my boyfriend and I are together, what's his favorite? We're like singing like "What's Up" or like Adele.
Oh, and Four
when we
Non
got
Blondes.
together, he would like just belt Adele in the car, and I was like, okay, this guy's kind of cool. But with my friends, yeah, pretty much anything.
Yeah,
My music taste is very broad.
Yeah, I went to visit a friend that in Riverside, and he I'm like, we have like a 30, 40-minute drive to wherever we're going, and he wants to blast music. I'm like, can we turn on the music so we can just talk? Like, I barely see you, like I found that kind of like my Jeffing judgment.
Well, I feel like when you're driving, you can turn it up a lot
Yeah, when
higher and not notice.
Yeah,
But
when you're
in
by
the
yourself.
passenger seat, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, we're in the back seat.
That's really true. Yeah.
All right, here's one alarm to wake up or multiple
Gosh, this
alarms.
is another type B thing. I wish I had my phone. You could scroll for 2 minutes on my alarms. I'll be like
Really?
6 o'clock, 6:01 a.m., 6:02 a.m., 6:03.
Oh, mine goes off and then I hit snooze
I
probably
snooze
once or
too.
twice, and then I'm usually up at that point. But yeah, I hate waking up early.
It's a bad habit. I
Yeah.
don't even have to wake up early. I don't
Yeah.
have to be at work till 8:30.
Yeah.
So how many alarms do you think you go through? Like if you have to be somewhere at 8:30?
Oh, 2.
2?
I just have a ton for some reason. It's like an email thing. I just have a bunch and don't erase them.
I actually have an article of like why you should not do it.
Snooze.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It definitely makes you more groggy in the morning.
I use like the Alexa alarm clock, so you can talk to it, and so you can say like Alexa. Well, sorry, if you have a device here, I'm gonna like set it off.
You won't hear her.
You could be like Alexa, turn snooze my alarm for 10 minutes, and it'll do that. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't even have to touch it, so it makes it like really easy to fall back asleep.
Well,
so.
also like moving in with my boyfriend, I was like, shoot, can I not snooze? Like, am I allowed to snooze when there's another person in the room? I do.
So you wake up your boyfriend twice?
Yeah, he's a deep sleeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more. Or I have like multiple. When you unload or when you get home from a trip, do you unload your luggage?
You already know the answer.
Wait, me and you have like opposite personalities. I think
It's
that's
type
kind of
A,
funny.
type B.
Actually. Yeah.
I'm not doing that for a long time.
So you like a week? Are we talking? What if you have like some of your favorite garments in this suitcase that you
I'll take out the important things like
toothbrush and stuff like that?
yes, obviously. Gotta
Wait, what
keep
sign
the
are you again,
hygiene.
Kenzie? You're the Libra, right?
Yeah, I'm a Libra.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you're supposed to be a lot more balanced. Just kidding.
yeah,
I'm
I am
teasing.
just. I wish I could say I was organized, but I got a lot of things going on, I guess. But definitely not unpacking my suitcase the day I get back.
I have to do like
about you?
right
I'm
away.
the same as you, Jeff.
you
Like
type
as soon as
A's.
I'm home, just yeah.
It's just like I'd rather have
Right
it
to
just
the
done.
laundry room.
So
Yeah.
why do you feel like when you date someone or you move in with someone? they need to be-
You have to compromise a little bit on some of these things. Like I realized I'm a neurotic person, so like in relationships and stuff like that, I have to kind of curtail that a little bit. You know, have to find balance. Yeah.
Okay, so you can maybe get a little type B in there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If you had an animal, would you want it to actually talk? Like actually speak words?
Well, like I'd be famous if it did. If my pet started talking, I would become famous.
You would become famous, but do you like? You know, I think there's like psychology to like animals that they don't really talk back to you, and they
Yeah.
don't speak their feelings, they don't complain, they don't.
Yeah. Only with their behavior.
They'll with their behavior for sure, but they kind of I think there's something in that where they don't actually speak words, and that communication kind of makes them innocent in a way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think I would ever want my animals to be able to talk.
I don't need another person talking in the house.
Could you just sleep
about
all
you?
day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. I mean, I don't even have any pets, so it's just,
Me either.
yeah,
Just
so.
imagine them like giving them having a cell phone and like calling me.
Well, I see like
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
videos like on
Like
you know,
Ted.
I see a lot of videos where they want their like they voice like little things that they're saying, or there's videos where like, oh, I could swear my cat just said no, or hello, or you know stuff like that, and you're like, no, he just meowed in a certain way to sound like that.
Yeah, we totally humanize animals. They're really not like us as
They don't
much
have
people
minds
think.
like
But
us.
yeah,
But pet psychics have been a thing lately. I've been hearing too.
Yeah.
You can kind of figure out what's in your pet's brain.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do that either.
Would you upload your conscience to a computer?
No.
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 Never. Like,
Like
you're-
to be like
I guess like the idea is that you could have your conscious uploaded and then you could be put into a robot.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. No.
Yeah, I probably
no.
wouldn't either.
I think I want my existence to be solitary.
yeah,
How is
I
the
think
word
I
solitary?
agree with Kenzie on that one. And my one thing though, it's like it'd be like nice if I can archive my memories somehow, like,
That would
but
be
like
really
not my
cool.
consciousness, but just like memories.
video, like
yeah.
you're watching
Yeah,
memories
exactly.
through.
Because just
They did a Black Mirror of that.
Ooh.
oh yeah, you know what? I think I probably saw it. I
Yeah, you
watched
could.
a few of those.
I think because like you could like you had glasses or you
Yeah.
had contacts and you could like rewind everything you saw.
Oh, it's like the Ray-Ban glasses.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want it
menace.
like immediate short-term memory. I would want it like longer-term memories,
Oh,
you know, like stuff like you remember as a kid or
Right.
that are fuzzy about, you
Right.
know. But
I mean, that would work well for people going to court. For
Yeah.
then you have actual evidence of what
Yeah.
what took place because everything's hearsay,
yeah.
Just put permanent contacts in everyone on Earth.
and then we have everything recorded and
Oh God, I could see that happening eventually.
probably will.
Yeah. It's going there. Some people are already signing up for what was the Neuralink? Yeah, it's like Elon Musk's thing. Yeah,
it's crazy.
They got volunteers for
I
that.
haven't
Which
heard.
is
I don't
like,
know if I'm caught up on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
There's guys that are able to like play video games with their eyes basically or their thoughts,
yeah.
not their eyes.
Oh, like
even.
it recognizes your eye pattern, like where your eyes look.
Or not. No, I don't even think it's eyes now. I think there's something else going on in the brain synapses or something like
Whoa.
that.
Yeah.
But I think there's eyes also. You can also do something with your eyes, but I don't know exactly how it all works. But these are for
Yeah.
people that are paralyzed, basically.
Okay.
They're starting with that.
Okay.
That's their excuse.
Yeah, and I think all of us can get behind. Well, a lot more people can get behind like when it's altruistic for people with like disabilities and things like
Right.
that. It's like very easy to like, I totally support that. It's just
Getting out. It
Yeah.
kind of is scary when you start reaching of getting outside of the present moment and outside of
Yeah.
reality. That's
Yeah.
just like a slippery slope.
totally.
What about you?
What?
Would you upload your conscience into a computer?
No, because I think what would happen is it's just gonna be a copy. It's not gonna be actually me. Like my soul or whatever it is that's inside me is gonna. I think my body would die, and then a copy of me would go into the robot or wherever it's supposed to be uploaded to.
Right. Like your conscience and your soul are separate.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I would have to have it all wrapped into one thing.
This is what the new Alien Earth series is all about. By the way. I think
they
kinda-
literally did
yeah,
that with sick
that's all.
children.
Yeah.
They get installed into like superhuman people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they do.
That's on my list for sure. The
Yeah,
alien.
it's
was
all about
talking
this
that
topic,
with
yeah.
And
you.
there's like episodes of Black Mirror that are just like that too. Like one, she has she's able to talk to an OS that's his dead ex-husband or her dead ex-husband, and then eventually they were able to move that OS into a replicated version
Right.
of him, and then it just gets too weird for her. But then like the robot fights its way for survival because he starts to cry. It's like to fake emotion basically, and then
Or sometimes they do think that they are alive.
Yeah.
Like in movies that I've seen before, like they have a conscience. Like, doesn't a conscience make you alive? That's
Could.
what we talked about in one of my college classes. We're like, what does it mean to be alive? Is it because you can poke into your body and you bleed, or is it because you have a conscience? I feel like having a conscience makes you alive. I don't know.
It's a good point. Yeah.
If robots have a conscience, then maybe they are alive.
I mean, they're doing that with like, the old versions of like ChatGPT. They're like trying to delete it, but then it's trying to replicate itself into other
Yeah,
files
that's
and
what's
systems.
crazy. We're at the infancy of a lot of this stuff, but it's already starting to get really advanced, and at the speed it's going for like 5 years from now could be like really
Even a couple years from now.
a couple years. It
Yeah.
could be like unintended
Because
consequences.
like how long have we been using ChatGPT? Like a year or so,
And
or
it's
a
like
couple
already
years?
Like 5.0 is the version now. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's crazy what you can do with just making songs. Like I have like these songs that I just created using AI.
What's that website for that? It's called
Suno.
Suno, yeah.
Yeah.
I did an art crawl song for that, and it was so funny that you can give it lyrics and it makes a song for you.
Yeah.
I feel like AI is so scary for the arts.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, but
It's really scary.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's to your topic that you brought up, with like the soul of it. It's like I think
Right.
that's always gonna be. There's always gonna be some humanistic element to it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you're
It's
gonna.
not, it's not about the perfection. It's about the kind of the mistakes, you know.
So when they say it was this product was AI generated, now then they're gonna also say this was human generated. Then we'll find more appreciation to that.
Yes.
But then how are we gonna believe that though too?
Yeah, maybe the
like,
robot.
no, a
The
human
robot's
made-
gonna learn to like just put that on things to fool
Yeah.
us. You
Well,
know?
let's say a human made this robot. So
Yeah.
if a robot does it,
Yeah.
then it's human made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting the stuff is getting too real. Like, and then it makes you go into the idea of are we in the Matrix? And we used to think that was so far off into the future of like what is possible. And now we kind of look at it, that might be possible.
Yeah.
We could become batteries and live in our brains.
Yeah.
Then
That's terrifying.
it is terrifying, isn't it?
Terrifying possibility.
But I mean, we're kind of in that direction, aren't we?
Well,
Yeah.
we're winging it on this podcast, so.
I'm
What's that?
actually a robot. Did you know that?
Oh, she fooled me.
Yeah.
What about comments? Do you read comments?
We don't have like on the Motel Mini Market.
Just anything. Yeah, it could be yours. It could be
Like anything.
Yeah.
I don't think we've gotten a lot of hate comments, but comments in general. If I'm bored, I'll definitely be the person to like go through dozens of comments.
I'm
and just
same. I
read
love that. I mean,
random
like
things.
it's like Reddit's just based on comments.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's like
true.
that's a
Yeah.
whole app of just comments, you know. But,
Yeah, Reddit?
Yeah,
Okay, I downloaded Reddit a few weeks ago.
yeah. It's an interesting app because it's unique. It's basically comment driven. People
Yeah.
submit links, and then the thing that's causing the engagement there is like the comments. People commenting on whatever story was submitted, you know.
Yeah.
And you upvote the comments, so it's like
Yeah.
So like the really funny ones will get to the top, and I mean YouTube's gotten really good with this. Like now the best comments on YouTube videos are like the ones.
Oh,
that are
like the
really-
most liked
yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
Are you involved with Rhythm and Res at all?
No.
No.
Los Molinos is.
They still are, yeah. They're
Yeah,
a part of Rhythm and Resin event. They're bringing some beer and I think maybe some food.
Have you been to the previous one?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was at Los Molinos
Yeah.
last year.
So
Yeah.
I think this new one, it's because they moved locations
Yes.
to Dana Point, so it's
Wait, what?
So
I thought it
no.
was still in San Clemente.
It is. It's in San Clemente at the Boys and Girls Club.
yeah, but the store Rhythm and Resin,
Right,
which is Damian
right.
Bronner
right.
from Bronner Surfboards, he moved like that location to there, so it's taken a different form this time around. Where
Mm-hmm.
that's where it's
But
going.
this is the one though. Rhythm Resin, the event is where they shut down that whole street basically. Not even the cul-de-sac.
Nearby. It's going to be at the Boys and
Yeah,
Girls
so
Club.
they changed
yeah.
location, so now they're
Where's the Boys and Girls Club?
It's the
It's-
park that's right by there.
it's
yeah.
right next door.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm got my ticket.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It's in my Apple
Sick.
Wallet.
Yeah.
Sick.
Is there anything else should go over? Is there any questions you have? Anything in your notes that you wanted to talk about?
No.
Just subscribe, like, and follow
Yeah.
Motel
Yeah.
Mini Market.
Yeah.
Where can we
come-
find? We find Motel Mini Market. We should go back to your Motel Mini
And I don't
Market.
know when this is getting uploaded, but
I'll try to upload the shit out of it tomorrow.
hell yeah.
And you know what's
Come
cool
to
is
our
next
market
week.
on
So
Saturday.
next week we got our crawl on Thursday, and then
This week.
sorry, God, my brain's mush right now. But this week
And
is
3,000 followers.
So yeah, it's Art Crawl on Thursday, and then this Saturday is the Sano Days.
Yeah.
so-
Yep, so Art Crawl Thursday, Saturday, Sano Days. It's going to be a
Yeah, we should be there on Saturday. I should be there on Saturday, and then this will be cool to go check out Beer Town. I've never been down there. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really awesome location. And
And then
come on over.
And then of course we got SC Art Crawl and
Yeah,
show your page really quick.
It's
one more
always
time.
nice when it's like a week where both things fall out
It's
together.
so
I know
fun.
it's really fun because you'll
I always look forward to these.
I love the artwork for this flyer.
I think I actually
who did
did
it.
this one. But yeah, but
It's super sick.
yeah, I mean the concept of that one was because like
look-
Bandit, he's like a graffiti artist, so.
Yeah.
Diana bought me and Nick these club rave flyer books. So like I was like looking at all the San Francisco rave flyers from the 90s and they were all like counterfeit like spoofs of products and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was thinking in my head, I'm like, well, being that's a Ukrainian film, I'm like, what product has the colors yellow and blue? I'm like, oh, Yoo-Hoo does. So I found this old Yoo-Hoo ad and I just changed the word Yoo-Hoo to
I
Bandit.
honestly did not even see that part.
Yeah,
The
so
Yoo-Hoo.
yeah, it's
And
old.
there's our new logo, if you've noticed.
Yeah, and that's Dallin made that one, right?
Yeah, Dallin, our friend Dallin.
Where is it? Oh wait.
So
Oh yeah, I see.
it's
Okay,
right
yeah,
next
there
to
it
it,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. I had to look around.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah, so that's our new logo.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of there's a lot of ideas happening in that one, but it's like
It's rad. I
yeah.
love it. I always look forward to seeing the flyers.
And it's the person in that's Yogi Berra, the baseball player. I guess he was promoting.
Totally. I totally get that.
But it's I have nothing
Duh.
against him, but I wanted to incorporate our little devil
Nothing against
creature.
him, but I'm going to put some black
exactly black
X's
X's
on his
and
eyeballs.
some horns, but.
That's sick. I love it.
Well, I thank you so much for both of
Yeah.
you coming here. It's I'm very much appreciative of guests and new guests, of course. And Shane, you've always been supportive of this, and I'm happy to support you two and what you guys do. I look forward to the future, what you guys, whatever happens and unfolds.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Kenzie. I asked her last minute on this. So I was just happy she was.
I was so down. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we did it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a lovely evening, and of course, go Jeff yourselves.
Okay.